Hey Saberland. So just coming at you with a quick review tonight. Nothing too fancy, but it is my daughter's birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, and one of the presents that we agreed on a few months ago that she said she really wanted was she wanted her first Proffie NeoPixel lightsaber. So she'll be 10. I figured that's a good enough age. She's had lightsabers for almost 2 years now. And there was one particular that she really, really wanted. So SaberForge finally restocked these, and they came out with a new version. She wanted the Desert Warrior really badly, and when I showed her the selection of new ones that had been stocked along with the restock of the original, she saw the weathered version with the black wrap, with the gold symbol on it, and she's like, "Yeah, I really like that one. Like that one's really, really cool." So I went ahead and picked her up an empty version of this, and it just arrived today. So it's got that nice lace in the background. It's got the insignia here, and it's got pretty decent weathering job. I mean, you can definitely tell it's a factory weathering job versus an independent installer doing it, because it's, it's machine weathered, right? So, but it's nice. It's a nice job. And then her favorite part of the saber, which was the tassels. She really loved the beak and the teeth. I think that's the coolest thing. And I have to say, I'm generally not a big fan of sabers that have sort of smaller, pointier pommels. I'm into pommels that really serve like as choke points, or they have more of a bobble design, or some sort of angular design that are a little bit wider or thicker than the grip itself. So I'm not really a huge fan of the tapered pommel design, but I have to say, on this particular saber, and primarily because the tassels hanging off, this works really well. I think, yeah. So saber comes out that way. So it's actually got some decent venting here on the edges, on the outside of the pommel there, that you can see, so that you'll actually get some decent sound. I think it looks like, not sure if, yeah, that looks like that's all that you get open. So it looks like it's not going to be too hard for my installer friend to do an install with. We're likely going to get, so this is going to have a Proffie NeoPixel install in it, and it will likely use a CC pin set, a Chen pin set up top, and whatever these are. I think these are 12 millimeter or 16 millimeter switches, and it's probably going to use a removable chassis down here, so it's going to be in two parts, and then it'll sort of drop in and make contact right about here, and then this lower portion of the chassis will hold the battery, the board, and the speaker, and then the kill key. I'll show you something like this. See if I can give an example of what it'll look like. So this is my SaberForge katana, which I absolutely love. Love this saber. And Charles Varnava did the install on this one for me. And so this is sort of the removable chassis, where it's got the smuggler's outpost pins in there. And then this comes in and it makes contact. And the nice thing about this removable chassis on this contact is that it doesn't need to be aligned any particular way. It just needs to make contact. So you literally just drop it in, right? You don't put it in too snug, just so that it makes contact, and then you close it up. Now, the reason I like this so much, and Charles, to his credit, being such an awesome installer, knows this about me, is that I take these out and hook the board up to my computer, and I do changes on my Proffie board constantly, always changing blade styles, always adding and removing fonts. And with my daughter's Saber specifically, I'm actually working on a couple of custom fonts on my own that I'm going to add to it for her. But they're not going to be ready by the time this comes back from the installer, or before that goes to an installer, so I'm likely to have to finish working on them when this gets back. So that's likely what the install is going to look like. The Smuggler's Outpost pins with a two-piece removable chassis with NeoPixel. Probably going to get a 32-inch NeoPixel blade for her. She's going to be 10. She's about, I want to say, she's about 4'11" right now, almost 5 foot. So I figured 32-inch blade would be a good size. And the last piece on this project that we're looking at doing is, she asked specifically for some etching done. So we're going to be looking at doing some etching around the top ring of the Suba, and possibly something under here and on this piece as well. And then depending on the repeatability of the design, may continue it down here on this side as well. So it's going to have a little bit of etching on it for her, something unique that she decides she likes. And yeah, so this is the start of her first Proffie NeoPixel Saber. So what I planned on doing was, I'm going to make a follow-up video probably about a month from now, something like that, when this is all done, after this has been presented to her for her birthday. And if she's comfortable, I might let her be in the video too if she wants, but if she doesn't want to, that's fine. But then just sort of demo the Saber for everybody to show you what it looks like at the end. Alright, well, that's it for me for tonight. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Hope you're having a great Friday, and may the Force be with you. All right, take care.